All right, are we running? I think we are. Good. I've got a picture. Yes, I think that's good. Evening all. Give us a thumbs up down there, wherever the little thumbs up thing is. Click on that. So I can see we're getting some response. That's very helpful. Say hello in the chat, etc., etc. If you're new, welcome. Say hello. Introduce yourselves. If you wonder why you can't join in the live chat, it's because you're not subscribed to the channel. We do that just to keep the spammers out. So click on that on the bottom corner there. You'll see where it says subscribe now. Click on that, subscribe to the channel, and then you can join in with the live chat along as we go. Say hello to everybody else. Join in. Excellent. You all had a jolly weekend. I thought we'd do an extra one tonight as it's bank holiday. Got this great edition. This 1966. July the 9th edition of Coin Slot to have a look through. I'll scan some of the adverts out of it. There's some interesting stuff. A few things I've not seen before. A few answers to a few questions we've all been wondering, so that's quite good. And there's a few odd pictures and bits and bobs people have sent in as well. And I eventually, about 5 minutes ago, after searching for an hour on my computer, managed to find those pictures of the store of all the smashed up machines in Canvey Island. Yeah. So there we are. Hopefully it'll all work, and we'll have a look through, see where we're at. Right, let's see who we've got. Who's here tonight? Peter and good evening. Paul, hello, hello. Ollie, Brian, Peter, Stella, Kevin. Hello, this is a surprise. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Peter C. Alan K. Did you get your email? Probably. I've had my email turned off all day. I've been doing other stuff. I've been having a day off, technically speaking, but probably is the answer to that one. I'll be back on the case of emails and things probably Wednesday. I'm out tomorrow. Southend tomorrow. My nephew and niece. Look round, see what's happening down Southend. And I'll try and take some pictures. I always forget. I'm very bad at doing that, but you know, I'll do my best. So yeah. We've had a jolly couple of days. If you've been up to something, it's been quite nice weather today, isn't it? Relatively speaking. I've been indoors all day. I sort of got engaged doing a bit of research for new websites and things, and before you know where you are, the days disappeared. The joys of doing that kind of thing. But never mind. Lots and lots of motorbikes in Southend today. Oh, excellent. Missed that then. They'll be there tomorrow. Probably not, I suppose. We're hoping it won't be quite so busy on the Tuesday as Bank Holiday Monday. You get more stuff done, not too many queues to go on rides and things. That's the plan. Anyway, let's see what the coin slot's got to say. So I say this is Saturday, July the 9th, 1966. So nearly 60 years ago. Shocking, isn't it? Let's see, I'm sure there's some interesting articles and adverts and things. Let's have a look. Tax rebellion by resort. Arcade appeal dismissed. That was in Skegness. Treasure Island campaign. The Isle of Man, faced with a loss of £2 million in turnover and 100,000 visitors because of the seamen's strike, is to launch a Save the Season campaign, for which 50 grand has been allocated, and of which a total of 15,000 in cash or free holidays will be offered as prizes in September. There you go. They call it a Treasure Island campaign, last-ditch attempt to save the season. In Northern Ireland, in spite of the seamen's strike, it is hoped that tourists in Northern Ireland will spend a record 25 million this year, according to the Minister of Commerce, Mr. Brian Faulkner. He said more than 900 new bedrooms had been, or were being, in the process of being provided under the hotel's grant scheme. So Northern Ireland was getting geared up for the season. Excellent. Right, let's see what bits did I scan. I'll scan some of the adverts in here so we can have a look at them. I just need to click a few things on my screen here so we can get through them. Evening, Sinclair. Right, off to a racing start with the Sega Continental Mark 10. There we are. We sold one of these a little while ago. 20-stop reels, a jam-proof escalator, front opening cabinet, progressive jackpot feature, paid mechanically. When the flag is lit, the checkered symbols on the first reel pay special award token for the next 10 consecutive plays. That was what its feature did. Hence the Mark 10, I guess. Right, so when the flag is lit on the machine, getting checkered symbols on the first reel, pay special award token for the next 10 consecutive plays. Let's see. I think that's how that one worked. Anyway, Continental Dateline. What's this about? It's about. Arcades overseas. Okie dokie. So I'll put these where it's like an advert for the machine, I'll add them to the Colcon website on the appropriate page in due course. They're quite interesting, aren't they? We've got an irresistible attraction here, the Jubilee Super Crown from Warren Ward. Not sure I've actually seen this one. It's got a pint of beer on the front of it. It's called Tankard's Sevens. Tankard Sevens with the tankarded beer. 2 pulls for £6 with a progressive jackpot feature. And on the bottom there, you've got pubs and clubs, the Jubilee Crown, clubs, the Jubilee New Look Classic, and for arcades, the International. On penny play front opening. Very hard to find on penny play. Of course, they were sort of new then, weren't they? I think they all just got converted in '71 onto new money. So trying to find one now, an old penny, is really hard. Usually 6% will be converted to 5p, generally speaking, or 1p. Caravanners misusing laybys. Oh dear. The County Londonderry Health Inspector, Mr. Andy Logue, has hit out at people who use laybys as caravan parks. Mr. Logue said the practice was particularly prevalent near coastal areas and had increased during recent holiday weekends. Some laybys, he said, had been occupied by holiday caravans for up to 5 days. The caravanners do not appear willing to use convenient licensed sites designed to conform to a high standard of sanitation, he said. This sort of abuse could create public health problems. Mr. Logue says his department was not able to deal with the problem under existing legislation, and the police seem to be in a similar position. Mr. Logue suggested that the answer lay with the county council as the roads authority. A lay-by could be regarded as part of the public road and liable to any restriction on waiting under the 1955 Road Traffic Act. The County Health Committee decided to ask the County Council to restrict caravan parking in lay-bys to a maximum of 12 hours. It's probably because the campsites were too expensive for anybody to stay on. New station for resort. British Railway officials travelled to Blackpool to tell the local authority that by Easter of 1968, the resort would have a new North Station. The present main station buildings in Talbot Road and Dixon Road are to go, and the most modern station is to be built onto the existing excursion platforms. The vacated site will be redeveloped. The present station was built 120 years ago, and the plan for the new one, stated the officials, depended only on financial authority being forthcoming. Work will start next spring. Oh dear, Southsea's beach trading department is facing its worst staff shortage for at least 6 years, and seasonal workers have been very difficult to obtain. Portsmouth Corporation's trading subcommittee has now recommended that the part-time and casual wage rates be increased by 6p an hour as an interim measure to try and meet the situation. The whole wage structure will be reviewed during the winter months to see if something better could be done before the next season. There you go. Shortage of staff in Southsea. Roger said, has real strips with mugs of beer on. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had one of those with the sails. Interesting. This is it. Jolly Roger. Talking about Roger. Has Roger got one of these? Look, a Jolly Roger. This is it. Income Totalizator. This is by Ace of Cardiff. The biggest all-time draw. Superb design pulls the players. Features include Income Totalizator. Completely interchangeable units, eliminating work on site. Sealed meters for reliable operator coin check. The first ever British-made console with hold and draw, and many others. Sleek, eye-catching style in beautiful wearite. I guess is a like Formica. The Jolly Roger. It looks like, is that a almost like a Panascope type machine? Got three instead of reels, it looks like it's got the three light up rear projection things. I wonder if it was one of those. Can't really see from that picture. Interesting. Anybody got one of those? A Jolly Roger? Or seen one? Another one of those. There's probably just none left. What do we got here? The Bally slot machine, Super Jolly. The Super Jolly Taverner. It's another beer themed one. A single on any reel on centre line pays 10 in Model A or 20 in Model B. A trio of beer mugs showing in any position, 27 ways to draw beer, yields 10 tokens. Another beer themed slot machine. There's obviously all the thing in 66. And then one Lonely Joker pays 20 in a new token pay fruit machine. For sparkling beauty with big earnings, get Jolly Joker. It comes in 2 games for 6pence or 1 game for 1 token. There you go. Jolly Joker and Jolly Taverner. Okay, right, next page, see what we got. Williams do it again with a full house. Adjustable 3 to 5 ball play. Get the full house. Each ball makes a poker hand. And then we've got, what was interesting, well, there's no picture on this one, but Modern Enterprises, who made the Laughing Sailors and things. Summer clearance sale. They've got jukeboxes, electrics, Keeney's Twin Bell, Double Up, and Glitter Gulch. Various fruit machines. Jennings Sun Chiefs, £50. Jennings Buckaroos, 4-reelers. £50 for a Jennings Buckaroo, anybody? Jennings Star Chiefs, £125 reconditioned. Governors, reconditioned, £175. So a 4-reel Buckaroo, although it does say as is, but a 4-reel Buckaroo for 50 quid. Or a reconditioned Governor for 175. Lord Seeger's 140, reconditioned. Seeger Diamonds, £100, reconditioned. Seeger Mad Moneys and Bonanzas, reconditioned, £150. And treble sevens and 4-7s for £65. So there you go. Your Lord Seegers were more expensive than your Star Chiefs and your Buckaroos and your Sun Chiefs. Interesting times, eh? Mills Bellomatic 4-reelers, as is, £65. High Tops, £75. And Buckley's, £60. Various bingo machines from £60 to £160. Then the arcade machines have got 2-2 rifles, as is, £5 each. Or does it mean they've got 22 rifles? Maybe it's just the rifles. It's not really clear. And the Penny Prospector, £35. Right. Oh dear, the possibility that Southport is losing its popularity as a conference centre town was mentioned at the July meeting of the town council. Nobody wanted to go to Southport anymore. Pontins, the holiday camp group, has announced that the offer for the shares of Pontins Continental has been accepted by over 90% of holders. Oh, right, they must have been buying out another company. Okay, makes sense. Okay, right, what else have we got? Let's look at the next one. Designed especially for the pub trade. Sweet and sour. I have had one or two of those over the years. Now, Aristocrat machines, especially for pubs, are approved by major breweries. In pub locations, Aristocrats outperform and outtake any other fruit machines. These new pub machines have all the proven Aristocrat features, are in good taste, and play quietly. Famous for the trouble-free service, Aristocrats reduce the problem of service calls in high-density locations at peak traffic times. Aristocrats are available in 1 game for £6, 2 for £6, and check play in a large range of combinations. There we are. You can tick box to get a demonstration of an Aristocrat. No Sunday arcade openings, oh dear. Unlike other South Wales seaside resorts catering for holiday visitors, Tenby has always set its face against any Sunday opening of the 2 local amusement arcades. And even though one can pay a visit to the town's cinemas, play bingo and drinks in the clubs, go sailing or have a round of golf. When Mr. Frank Booth purchased the resort's little theatre in order to convert it into an amusement arcade, he had to put up with the considerable opposition, and it was only after protracted debates that the Tenby Council agreed to the change to an arcade, stipulating that there should be no Sunday opening of the premises. Mr. Booth made a further attempt to get them to change their mind, and it was only by 1 vote that his application was turned down. Stuff about the council causing trouble as per usual for amusement arcades, as they seem to like to do. Be careful with this paper because it's very fragile. Old 60-year-old newspapers get quite fragile. So be a bit careful turning the pages here. Right, what else have we got? Exclusivity to Phonographic Equipment Limited, Sega Treasure Trail. So you've got the Mad Money. Checks and 6pence in, only checks out, 2 to 10 payout progressive jackpot. This machine's a bestseller and it only costs £295. A price you can afford. £295 in 1966. Quite a lot of money. And the Sega Bell, £210. Cash or check, the choice is yours. A price of £210. Buy it now. A bit about vending. Okie dokie, what else have we got? We've got treasure from the Treasure Island. Cams of Siam, treasure. I think we've had one of these at some point in the past. With newsstand, £85 complete. Threepence play, shilling cash payout, 5 shilling gold award. The eye-catching fast play fruit machines for pubs and cafes, attractive pirate fascia and golden disc 5 shilling treasure awards help to draw regular play and secure big earnings. Get your treasure from Cams of Siam. Yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? I think it's quite slightly squashed on the screen, but you get the idea. What have we got here? A Ruffler and Walker advert for now. Aristocrat Olympic fruits have the progressive jackpot feature. You've got the Take 10. 6pence in, shilling cash out on 5 sequences. And the Lucky Strike. Checks only in and out. All checks replayable into machine. There we go. Aristocrat Olympics. And we've got, there's the centre pages at the coin slot at the time. Whole centre pages are all about the Britain's only top 100 chart, jukebox records, basically. In the America's top 20, Britain's top 100. All about records and what was in the charts at the time. Jukeboxes, of course, were a huge moneymaker at the time. So yeah, 2 pages of that. And then what we got here? Sega Mad Money's Bonanzas and Diamonds as new £185. Oh, cams again. Jennings Bingo Bells, Governors and Eldorados, £285. Oh, this is an interesting article. Look. Rail cuts strangling resort. Allegations that British Rail was coolly, calculatingly and systematically strangling Southport as a holiday resort were made by Councillor J.R. Corcoran at the July Town Council meeting. Councillor Corcoran, a former railwayman, said that there was a marked tendency on the part of British Rail to run down Southport as a holiday resort, and Blackpool was benefiting as a result. He said at one time 20 or 30 specials came to Southport each Saturday and Sunday. Recently, the position was that Blackpool got 50 specials and Southport only 10. And now there are only 4 specials coming to Southport. The council should protest. A British Rail proposal to close half St Luke's station, Southport, and certain stations on the line between Southport and Manchester was criticised by Councillor Traveloni. It could be a prelude to closing down the Southport to Manchester line altogether, he said. They should keep an eye on the position, or they would find that not only the Manchester line, but the Liverpool line as well, Southport's other lifeline, would be in danger. They seem to be having a lot of trouble there, then getting the punters in. Average house price was £2,006, and average wage was £768 an annum. Wow, so a machine, a Sega at 300 quid then, or almost, was, yeah, a sixth of the price of a house. What's an average price now, like 300,000 or something? So that makes a Sega 50 grand. Weird, isn't it, how prices have gone? Stephen says, greetings all. Any winners today at the arcades? I took myself to Bangor today to check out the progress of the building work on the seafront. The honest snails could work farther. Oh dear. Things do seem to go very slow these days, don't they? We've got Coventry's Automatic Supplies. Nottingham, what have they got? Any prices? Prices are always good, aren't they? There's a price on this one, is there? They've got Jennings, Governors and Bingo Bells, Mills, Midas Touches, Penny Cascades, Cranes, Football Tables, Keeney Mountain Climbers. No prices. It's a bit of a boring advert, isn't it? We talked about this last night, weren't we? The Crompton's Gold Award and Gold Cup. So the Crompton Gold Cup, Penny Gold Cup Mark III, the one on the left. Flashing lights, brilliant colours and a fast, lively cycle of play have established this machine among the top money takers. Angled betting panels for up to 10 players. Rapid ball play selects the winners. Eye-level flasher unit projects the fascinating haphazard odds feature. 2, 4, 6 and 10pence awards. And then the 3D, the Gold Award, 3D Gold Award, Gold Cup. Brisk, bright, colourful machine that is now a top attraction in many arcades. Takes up to 10 players. Awards are 6pence, 9pence and shilling cash and a 5 shilling gold award. And these are put over in a big way on the eye level flasher unit. The figured circles have a revolving light effect. The figured panels light on and off swiftly, controlled by Crompton's patent haphazard selector unit. I like the sound of a haphazard selector unit. Horse boxes and betting panels also light up to indicate the winner. Delivered complete with 800 gold awards. Top attraction that takes big money. All new machines are guaranteed for 2 years. Thereafter, an all-in service contract available at a nominal charge. Peter says in 1970 he used to make honeycomb for the Samson Novelty Co. They had shedfuls of Allwins that nobody wanted. Wow, yeah. Well, Samson did candy floss machines and stuff as well, didn't they? Supply that sort of stuff to showmen as well as arcades. Shedfuls of Allwins. You could have done a swap for some honeycomb. Oops, click the right button. Next page. What have we got on this page? We'll scan on this one. Available now. Buckley Copper Kings. New model from 1966. Saw the front of one of those, didn't we, on an auction or two back? Multiple units. 2, 3, 4, 6 or 8 machines or single units. Machines to fit your own benches with or without token award. Front opening. Large capacity cash boxes, fully illuminated, bent coin rejector, fast play action. 1965's production sold out early in the season. 1966's production going fast. Order yours now. Sole importers Buckley Chefless Limited. So another one of the Chefless. You got the Chefless rather. You got there's 3 lots of Chefless, isn't there? I think. Interesting. Quite like the top flash above them, the Copper King. Couldn't give them away. All wins, no. A tourist strategy is needed, it says here. A tourist strategy to counter the attraction of Stratford and other centres of historic interest must be planned by local authorities. Mr. T. Dan Smith, chairman of the North Regional Economic Planning Council, told the Urban District Councils Association Conference at Blackpool. Etc., etc., etc. Any juicy gossip in that little bit? Not really. He says the tourist of tomorrow is going to come increasingly from the Afro-Asian countries. Well, not so much tourists, it really is residents, isn't it, I think? Fruit machine stands, strongly made from tubular metal, stove enamelled in hammer blue, fitted with plastic ferrules to feet, £4 each. Burglar proof, £5, 10 shillings each. We are now offering a new stand of our own design with the retractable undercarriage. Well, I've got one of those somewhere. You crank the thing down, don't you? John Mack Automatic Machines. Birmingham, there we go. Know who made those now. It's just a text advert here. I haven't scanned this one. It says here, Michael Beckett Limited of Pusey, Wiltshire. They sell Wurlitzer phonographs, football kickers, flippers, top 20 and 007 licensed to win with progressive feature, slimline console transistorized fruit machines. They're also main dealers for Ainsworth. 007 licensed to win 1966. What year did the first Bond film come out? That was about then, wasn't it? I think that was very swiftly nailed shut, that particular thing. I shouldn't think they had a proper license to it, did they? A 007 slot machine. How interesting. Good to find one of those, wouldn't it? A license, 007 licensed to win. I bet that was very swiftly pounced upon by what's the company that owns James Bond? Is it Dan Zach or something? I think it's called, isn't it? I can't remember. Fun. Somebody look up what year the first Bond film was. Dr. No, isn't it? I think it's 66, isn't it? I should look it up. imdb.com. Dr. No. Oh, 1962, actually, a little bit earlier than I thought. Ah, but yeah, pretty early on, 66, isn't it, in the James Bond franchise? Very early on for anything kind of being licensed, really, in that regard. How interesting. What do we got here? Some Sega Grand Prix and Sega Mark 10s again. Okay, oops, hang on a minute. Just let me turn this page over. That ripping the paper. There we go. We've got Hunt's Automatics. There we are. Not a relative as far as I know. Been born in Bournemouth. Main agent for Rockola, Sega, Jennings, Keeney, Aristocrat Games, and Gottlieb. All spares stockists. Fruit machine locks, 1,000 second hand as new at half price. Excellent. We've got some more adverts to go, but some classified adverts on these pages. So have a quick look through. Yeah, so you've got Morris Sheffers, haven't you? Morris Sheffers, isn't it? Philip Sheffers, and that's Sheffers Buckley, wasn't it? Let's see what we've got interesting. Some pinball machines. Sega type light up cabinets, complete with all the new cabinet parts you need to convert old type mills or Sega fruits. Only £60 from Sheffers. So it's obviously one of the companies that made the kind of the clones. We never know who made them. And there's an advert for another one in a minute as well. Mills Penny Play. Always an advert from Tom Boland. Genuine Mills machines, fruits for fairs, arcades, pubs, etc. You can change. You can work at rewards 2, 4, 6, 8, or 12. Change instructions cards. I supply to 5 shillings. Prize award system. Skid hammers, 20 stops, single cherry reward. Beautiful coloured front in red, gold, or blue with smart Formiga case and handle. Front flashers all in brass, chromed. New slides, clock, etc. Fruit bands, mechanism in smart cadmium plating. We've got the screen stars, Mills mechanism only, converted also to the above design. And then your own Mills fruit reconstructed also to this design. Send for free picture, price, etc. See this beautiful machine that runs like a new machine at 1.5 times less the cost. Easy terms arranged for genuine members of the Showman's Guild, ACA, etc. Easy deposit. Established 1926. Tom Boland, Leeds. Interesting. Original Mills high top cabinet somebody's got, reconditioned and resprayed, complete with handles and reward cards for £25 each. Morris Sheffers. There's some hardly used bargains here. In Liss, in Hampshire, they've got 2 upright Keeney blue spots, £225 each. 3 lucky 7s in excellent condition, ideal for holiday camps, arcades and caravan sites, £80 each, 100% working order. Some more Keeney blue spots somebody else has got, £165 each. A double up, 90. Football, £195, and 2 fruit cocktails at £75 each. Various ballies, £75 to £215. Or County Fair, £325. Bally County Fair, I've got one of those somewhere. That's the same thing. Like an upright fruit machine thing. Various pinballs or flippers, as they always called them back then, £75 to £200. New fruit cases, complete with pump handle, base plate, and fluorescent tube, £65 each. Hendon Automatics, that was. Again, there's another company making new bandit cabinets. All these old bandits we find, we don't really know who made them. No picture, unfortunately, of that one. Better Buy Buckley fruit machines, Philip Sheffers, sales. Wall machines, 1 Winnersig, £5. Anybody want a Winnersig for a fiver? A dancing dice, 5 slot, 2 to 12 payout, £10. Dancing dice, 5 slot, 2 to 12 payout, £10. That's under wall machines. I wonder what that is. Anybody know what that is? Dancing dice. 30 all wins from £2 each. Anybody? Any takers? 30 all wins at £2? As Pete was just saying, you couldn't give them away. And they've got 4 sixpence Mills QTs at £20 each. That's also listed under wall machines, bizarrely. So maybe the dancing dice isn't a wall machine. 5 slot, dancing dice. It sounds like a floor standing machine, doesn't it? Although they've then got floor machines also. They've got a 4-player threepenny bit play Derby Racer for £15. A giant Electro Fruit multiplay, £25. A Film Star Flasher multiplayer for £25. That'll be one of those great big things. 2 Hortons hand grabbers, both 4-player, £25 each for a Hortons hand grab. 2 of them. 2 Merchantman cranes, £15 each. An Imperial red top crane, £18. A novelty crane, £10. A big love meter, Cupid's Secrets, £7. A Grand National and 2p play, 2 penny play, I suppose I should say. 2-player for £20. A 2D play helicopter 2-player for £18. And a penny giant Avery weigher for £15. There we go. I'll have the hand grabbers, please. That was Ellis's of Blackpool. What else? We've got some jukeboxes. Ami J40s from £45. 2 Samson's 5-slot penny play westerns, £50 each, or £80 for the 2. What are they? Samson's 5-slot penny play westerns. Samson's Western. Don't know what that is. Anybody got any ideas? Ormsby near Great Yarmouth. Keeney's blue spots and things again. £135. 1 penny Jennings fruit, 2 years old, £60. This advert on that page. Now this again, the finest case made Sega type light up cabinets, die cast. Price complete with a top box, light unit, handle, etc. Any colour, £65. Tax paid. Why pay more? 1 penny and 6 penny type cases available. President Machines. Although it's very hard to tell on a little photograph like that, a newsprint, it does look like you get the Segas, the genuine Segas, the chrome strips that go down the side are ribbed. Then you get some where they're smooth. These look like they're the smooth ones. Maybe they're President Machine ones. And then some are stamped up JCW on the castings, aren't they? Which is obviously made by JCW. So President Machines, another maker I've never heard of. But that might fill in the gap of these, some of these Sega clones. Interesting. Robert Rowland's got a Samsung Western. Excellent. I'll have to try and get a picture. What is it? What sort of thing is it? Sega Treble 7s, £100. Mills Bellamatic 75. Broadway Automatics have got 12 Williams 10-strike and 10-pin miniature bowlers. Very clean condition, £50 each. DB Amusements of Stockport have got all your slot machine spares. That's handy. 1 Mills high top. Oh, no price. So Flasher Machines, a video on YouTube. Oh, there we are. Look up on YouTube. Lane's Amusements in Blackpool offer the following machines for immediate sale. Aha. Let's see what they've got. A Wurlitzer, £150. 3 old penny cranes from £10 each. A cine box with 44 films, £365. So like that's one of the big jukeboxes that play the films type things. Cine box. More Horton hand grabs. 3 Horton hand grabs they've got. There must be when they were getting rid of them all. £27, 10 shilling each. The other ones were £25 each, weren't they? These are dearer. 3 Horton's hand grabs, £27.10. Ice hockey's from £10. Mills Sky Guns, £50 each. Gemco's Space Age. Gemco's Space Age. Don't know that one. A new one on me. £50. 3 Ellis's Derbies. £15 each. Ellis Derby. £15. 7 voice recorders, £25 each. A bear gun, £40. 2 Streets lighter lines, £25 each. Several assorted 3s, bingos and Sputniks, £7, 10 shillings each. 3-way stillages for above, £7.10 each. Various flipper tables in excellent condition for £35. 2 Ellis's shooters, £20 each. A Gemco Motorama, £65. A Gemco Jet Pilot, £55. A mechanical baseball for £35. And 3 Pingolas, £35 each. Like Bingola, but with a P. Pingola. I don't know what that one was. So, again, more machines I've never heard of. Good, this, isn't it? Bally Bingos converted to legal play, £150 each. Okay, what have we got on this next page? So look, auto slot sales. What have they got? Rotom editors and Astras. Can you have them either converted or unconverted on 10 pfennig play, or completely reconditioned, converted to penny, threepenny bits, or sixpences, with English worded glasses and fruit strips as well. 6 new kiddie rides, unused, Fireball XL5s, first £600 secures. 4 Jennings Penny Play Sun Chiefs, £50 each. 1 Mills Penny Bowland, 1 Union, 5 Kales, 1 Rotary, 2 Casinos, 1 Big Time Bingo, 1 Music Maker 30, 50,000, 5-cent checks. No price. A whole load of stuff there, basically. You could have an amusement arcade on Pier Hill in Southend-on-Sea. I'm going there tomorrow. Rent £855 per year and rate £275 a year. Lease 3 years option, 3 yearly. Lease only £2,500. Lease and machines £4,000. Okay, what else have we got? Notices. Oops. Turn over there. And next page we've got Coppers and Robbers Mayfield machine. 8-slot penny play. This looks like another Paul project to put on his list now. He's retired to make. The thing is like a giant challenger machine. It looks like. It's 3'7" wide, 1'11" deep, and 6'4" high. It weighs 200 weight. An extremely good money taker, which occupies very little space. Coppers and Robbers. Nice top crash. Yeah, it's not very deep, but it looks like the can't see on that picture, can you? The front door is kind of set quite back in it, as it were. If that makes sense. not following the actual slope of the front of the machine. They just look like a giant Challenger as far as I can see. Stack the coins up, and when the stack of coins gets full, one trips over the back and drops the coins out. I think it's one of those. Anybody remember that one? Coppers and robbers. Presumably on penny as it's coppers. Remember coppers and robbers in Marshalls. Ah, there we go. Automatic gossip here, look. Washers used. A 17-year-old Ipswich youth who used brass washers to play the fruit machines in an amusement arcade was fined £5 at Southend Magistrates Court on Friday last week. Paul Maddox, a chain boy of Friars Road, Ipswich, pleaded guilty to stealing six prize tokens worth a total of £1, which he won by using the washers. Detective Constable Barry Devlin said that an attendant saw Maddox and another youth put the brass washers in a fruit machine. They had already obtained prizes by exchanging tokens. When he spoke to Maddox, the youth told him that they paid 8 shillings a gross for the washers from a man on the seafront and had used 23 in the machines up to the time they were caught. Naughty boy. Plans for the marine lake. Oh, plans for making the marine lake. Where? Southport, this is. Marine Lake in Southport. Right, okay. Plans for making the marine lake even more attractive when the new extension is flooded have also been discussed. Mr. Mann intends greatly to increase the number of rowing boats for general use, but the biggest attraction next year will be a riverboat to be launched in the early spring and a Mississippi showboat about 12 months later. Oh, we're going all boating up at Southport. La Ronde and Rondo, Superfruit Jockey Club and Royal 66 Crafts. La Ronde, Rondo, Superfruit Jockey Club are all Jameson machines, aren't they? Craft being their dealers. And the Royal 66. Which usually associated as a Ruff and Walker. Don't know who actually made them. Kraft sold them as well. Maybe Kraft made them. No. Interesting. More automatic gossip in here. Who's juicy here? Water chute crash. Oh dear. Where was that? Southend at the Kersal. 10 London holidaymakers were hurt last Saturday night when a car on the water chute at the Southend Kersal amusement park left the rails. Gosh. All 10 men were in one car, which was negotiating a bend just before the end of the ride when it crashed to the pavement. 5 were taken to hospital. The others were treated for cuts, bruises and shock at the first aid centre. The injured men were on a coach outing from Wandsworth. The ride restarted after tests had been carried out with other cars. A spokesman for the Kersal said, "We are at a loss to explain how this happened. 4 of the injured were detained in hospital." No fruit with fish. Houghton, County Durham, Urban District Council decided last week that their fish and chip shop is not the place for a fruit machine. It rejected an application for a permit for the provision of amusements with prizes made by Silver Grid Caterers Limited in respect of a fried fish shop in New Bottle Street at Houghton. The council said it was of the opinion that the nature of the premises and the purposes for which they were used, together with the fact that children of all ages visited the shop from time to time, made it undesirable to grant a permit in this case. You don't anything going on undesirable, do you really? What have we got here? Samsons. Who was saying about Samsons? Somebody was, wasn't they, a little while ago? Samsung Novelty Co. They've got telescopes, childhood candy floss making machines, jackpot fruit machines, 10-player golden disc, the fastest money taker today, spinning, whirling golden discs, most compact penny machines, modern, fascinating, neat, 10 players at one time. What's that? Excuse me, 10-player golden disc from Samsung's. Anybody? Must be quite a big thing to get 10 players around it. And 6-penny plate air gunner. Exciting moving picture shooter. Tested and proved a winner. Changing targets, scoring and timing with a large coloured screen. I'm intrigued what the 10-player golden disc is, though. Don't know what that one is. Sounds fun, doesn't it? 2 hits from a swinging range. Golding automatics. The Morris Sheffers have got bingo and those Buckleys again. And Jubilees as well. And the last couple on the back page, we've got Roger Walker's Jennings Governor. You get HP terms available if you've got approved accounts. Blue Spots, Governors, Bingo Bells and Eldorados. And then, oh, I've missed a scan on, apologies, the bottom of the page. They've also got the Big League football table and King Tapped. The fruit machine. I'll just grab a glass of drink here. Yeah, dear. I think it's the newspaper dust and probably the 2 hours of rabbiting on last night as well. And I've run out of tea. So I'll have a glass of pop. Lovely job. Right, then we've got some more stuff to look at then. So yeah, there's lots of interesting stuff in there. Again, there's stuff I've never heard of before, machines I've never heard of. Pity there's not pictures of them all, but Cops and Robbers, that's another one with a picture, so that's good. So yeah, if any of you have got coin slot or any trade papers of that kind of era, anything kind of pre-decimal really, 60s, 50s, great to see them, get some scans done so we can have a look at them. Let me know, get in touch and see what we can see. Right, what else have we got to look at? Who sent me those pictures? Are going in a bit of a funny order, so just apologies a minute. Let me see, let me find my picture folder. Let's see what we're looking at. Who sent me these? Peter C, I think. Of his computer win. Now it's all restored. Working. Sold. Ooh, when was that? About a year ago, was it? Something like that. Remember these as a kid. Good fun machines. Crompton's computer win. There we go. Two different pictures on here. Nice and clean inside there. It's up to 10p. Yeah, so when you hit the when the penny goes in the little sender thing there where it says win, or down either side where it says win, it turns those wheels at the bottom. Click the motors on. And depending on how many pennies are in the segment is how many gets paid out. Obviously it's supposed to look like a reel-to-reel tape, computer tape machine thing. Very 60s. But yeah, quite mesmerising when they go, all the pennies in them. Computer in there. Makes the Brenco, of course. The Brenco Wheel of Fortune, great machine. What's this? Gubbins of the computer win. Was this one that had a motor missing in it, I think, didn't it? Or was the other one? We had two, didn't we? So one had motor missing and one I think was working-ish but needed a bit of a tweak. Anyway, all done now. Lovely. Brian sent us these in. They're the only sold it a few days ago. The speaking fortune teller woman thing. Got a video clip as well, but it didn't seem to want to download off my phone properly. I don't know why. But anyway, looking a bit better without those big glasses on and a bit of jewellery. A bit of detailing on the cabinet. So yeah. Pete says, forgot about those pics, sent them over at Christmas. They did say suddenly just clocked up on my phone. I don't know why. But yeah. And what else have Brian done? Oh, the Carter's Bandit, tidied up a bit. It looked a bit scruffy, wasn't it? So there we are. Carter's Arcade back in 2016. Hadn't been touched since we sold it all those 10 years ago. These were some screen grabs from that film we were talking about last night. The Leather Boys, I think it was called, 1960 something or other. With these some good shots there. I can just look this one up and watch it, I think. But yeah, Dave Frank sent these in. You got the big. I don't know if that's the Cromptons one or the Nixon's one. One of those. I think it might be the Cromptons one. Film Stars machine. Which I was saying there was one of those, well, it was two or three of them actually, in the Canvey Island casino stores. We cleaned that, which I've got some pictures of in a minute. And somewhere I've got the pictures of the one. That's all I could get out. They're absolutely massive machines. Yeah. PC says you've got the one with the motors, the computer win. Right, look at one thing and talk about another. But yeah, so you got the big Film Stars machine there, and kind of Berry thing on the right. This bowling game on the left, I can see as well, just about. What do we got? I haven't looked at these properly yet. Amusement. What does that say? I can't really what quite says on the building there. Kiddies boating pool, and above that it says something. So SHENER. Doesn't make sense. Can't read that. I'll that still. The bowler there and a pin table, those things. Here, Roach and Merchandiser. There's a orange parcel on the left there. Obviously, the woman there's playing the bowl. I'm trying to think, see what that big thing is behind them. That big multi-sided something or other. It looks like it's got coin slots all the way around it. Maybe it's a big crane. Huge multi-sided crane, I'm guessing. Looks like it might be. I'm not sure. Hmm. I don't know where it was filmed either. It looks like a pier building, doesn't it? It'd be nice to find out where this one's filmed. So we can figure it out. The palmistry machine there. There's some Streets rifle ranges in the back there. Merchandise again. And again on the left, where those great big things are. I think that's a crane. Don't know. Gonna have to look this film up and have a look. It looks interesting, doesn't it? South Down. Does it say on that sign on that big machine? South Down something? South Down. I just see South Down, I think it says. Does that mean anything? Maybe that's just for the film. Although back then they didn't tend to worry quite so much with covering every sign up like we do now. As you know, I work in TV now and again, and it's a nightmare. If we're on location, we're filming like a high street or something, you have to redo all the shop signs and make up fake names for things. They all have to be cleared. Have somebody on the job doing clearances, as they call it, all the time. They have to look up, so you have to think of some pretend shop names, for example. Then they have to all go through clearance. So somebody has to sit there doing research to see if that name actually belongs to a proper shop anywhere. You're not infringing on somebody's trademark or copyright, or you're not going to paint them in a bad light depending on what you're doing. Because if you, I don't know, for instance, if you, in the storyline, if there's a shop that's doing something dodgy and you call it, John's Gadget Shop, for example, and there's a real John's Gadget shop somewhere, then the TV company ends up getting sued because they've made John's Gadget Shop look bad. Daft as it sounds. They never used to bother with all that sort of stuff back in the 60s. So often back then, signs on things, street names and shop names and things were the real ones. So yeah, we even do that. Even street names we cover up, make fake street names up. Fake shop names, fake signs on the side of vehicles. Everything. It's mad. Then it all goes in the skip after we shot it. So, crazy world of TV. So yeah. There we are. That's the big film stars machine again. What's this? Electro dart? Someone was asking for electro dart pictures last night, weren't they? Ollie, I think it was, wasn't it? Electro dart buttons or something. He sent through some of his. As a close up. Yeah, so this was one of the stores. I think this was the big one. I think this was another one. It was one they literally couldn't walk through. You had to walk on top of the machines to get through it. I think this was another area down at Canley amusement park, around the back of the casino building. It was all like permanent buildings. There's permanent big buildings which were dodging tracks and rides and stalls, shooting galleries and things back in the day. A lot of them had been, disused and just filled up with junk basically. So yeah, these were some pictures Dave Jason sent us a while ago. He took down there, just quick snaps. If he's got any more, I have to ask him next time I see him. Probably not already sent them, but can't see too much in that one. Some machine on the left there. Don't know what it is. Got top of a penny something or other, big pusher, double-sided thing. It's one of these. The more we look at it, the more we can kind of see. You got the end there, that thing that says JWS on it. JW strictly, wasn't it? No pushers. Both those splashes are sitting on top of the push. You can just see behind the green beer barrels. And right over on the left, you can see there's kind of an upright thing. Then there's a half of a curved thing sticking out the side of that. That's one of those big Cromptons things we were talking about last night. Those massive round machines, electromagnetic spinnery things. One of that we had the advert for. No, not the advert for. The what did I look up last night? I found a flyer for it, didn't I, on the Colcon website? Let's get it back up in the background. Cromptons Ace Race, that type of thing. Oh, there we are, that type of thing. Make the page a little bit bigger. The picture a bit bigger. There you go. One of those. Is that there. It's poking out from behind something else on the left of the picture. There's various other smashed up things. Top right of the picture, you can see on the right hand edge, there's a looks like a big top flash of a something or other. Perspective top flash, it looks like. Pusher or something. Penny shells. Oh, penny shells. The round thing. Top flash. Then what have we got here? Another of the. Was that was a different one? We'll look, compare again against the that compared to that round thing. It might be a different thing. It looks like the bezel around the edge of the machine in the photograph looks thinner than that Crompton's machine, but it's something similar, isn't it? What else might it be, I wonder? Something of that ilk, isn't it? Some multiplayer thing. What else have I got lucky? It's not that one. Is it? Is it? Don't know. Anyway, it was one of those. Is that the same machine as the previous picture? I think it is actually, is it, from a different angle? So perhaps it was not one of those Crompton things, perhaps it's something else. Yes, because there's the penny. It is the same machine, isn't it? Don't know what it is then. I thought it was one of those, but I don't think it is now. I think it's something else. Well, it says, interesting, there's a variations of the buttons on the electrode darts. Yeah. It might be, are you slightly behind the thing? If anybody's, well, you won't know until you get up to this point I'm now speaking, but you can always check right under, let me point here. If I can see it, if I hover over the thing myself. You hover over the video window, so the buttons come up along the bottom where you've got the volume control and whatnot. Just here, there's a thing that says live. And next to it, there's a little dot, which will either be white or red. If you click on live, it will jump the video forward slightly to where we are live now. Sometimes it lags a little bit and you can get a few seconds behind. And I'm showing and talking about one machine and you're chatting about some other one, and it gets a bit confusing. So it's always good to check every now and again, especially on a longer live stream, that you're up to the live point. I think the Crompton's Derby races were grey and yellow. Yeah, I think that one we sold was like yeah, I think it was grey and yellow, or light blue and yellow, grey and yellow, that sort of colours. Oh, Ollie's watching live, just late to reply. Ah, okay. Take more water with it. Then, yeah, the Hue Automatics Prospector. Hue Automatics Prospector. Several players wide thing. But think, is it an animated backflash? I think it looks like the man's doing different. It's just different pose in each window for some reason. But I wonder if his arm was holding the hammer animated, doing something. I think there might be. It's hard to tell, isn't it? I think they are. It looks like his waist, where his shirt's joining his jeans, is like a big round thing. It looks like a rivet, like the top of his body pivots. I think that's an animated backflash. There's a Mark V as well, I can just about see it under Prospector, under the P&E of Prospector. It says Mark V. There you go. Interesting thing. So many machines were smashed to pieces, Brian says. Yeah, because nobody wanted them. Such a shame. Yeah, it is, especially all this big stuff. Because just no one could store it. No one had room for it. I'd say this stuff we couldn't move at the time. Nobody wanted it. It wasn't worth, literally wasn't worth putting on the van because nobody wanted it. But we had lots of little stuff out of there. Little, mostly electromechanical wall machines, flashy light stuff. But even that then nobody really wanted. It was only, you know, I can't remember what we were getting for like 20 quids or something. Not much at the time because they were a little bit rough like everything else. But at least they did get saved. But yeah, this big stuff just got, I think, just got bulldozed and flattened when they cleared the site, pretty much. And you know, scraped up with diggers into trucks and carted off with the rubble. Sadly. Oh, there we are, back to the start. Yeah. See if I can get the play button to work, see if the pictures will scroll around. These adverty things. Yep, there we go. It's on the roll of it. So yeah, so there we are. So that was an interesting lot of adverts from the old coin slot there. A few new things I'd never heard of. Yeah, so I'll in due course I'll add those scans onto the website, onto the Colcon website in the relevant places, and I have to make some pages because some of the machines I didn't know existed, so I'll make some new pages up for those. And yeah, if any of you have got anything similar, let me know. Get me a copy, or if you can lend it to me, I can scan it or photograph it or something. If you're coming up for any reason at any time to pick a machine up, drop a machine off, if you've got a paper or something, bring it with you. I can always photograph it and scan it. Yeah, have a look out for that film, that Leather Boys film. I saw, funnily enough, popped up on YouTube. Now, what did I do with it? Oh, because I don't get a link to it now. If I try it now, I'll probably screw everything up and kill the live stream. But there's an episode of Minder called Minder on the Orient Express. Minder. It's an Arthur Daily Minder. Minder on the Orient Express. And within the first few minutes, it's about 5 or 6 or 7 minutes in, there's quite a long scene in an amusement arcade. There's a big Crompton's pusher. various fruit machines, sort of early 80s, that kind of era. Late 70s, early 80s stuff. Yeah, and there's a good quality copy on YouTube as well. You can see it all clearly. The machines get smashed up in the scene. It's a sort of a protection racket thing. Guy goes into the arcade demanding his money, doesn't get it, so he smashes the machines up. It's a bit of a depressing little scene, but yeah, have a look out for that. Can I do it? Let me see if I can do it. If I do it in the background on another screen, I might be able to get it up without cutting it off. If you disappear, if I accidentally turn the stream off, thank you very much. I'll try not to. I did. No, we're all right, I think. Let me see if I can find it then. I've saved it to my watch later list of videos. If I go onto there, I go to here. There it is. Right. If I get, can I get a sharing link? Yeah. Okay, we're on a winner here. Bear with me just a tick. That's it. I'll copy that bit. Let me just double check it before I paste it. I don't want to give you the wrong link because that wouldn't help, would it, very much? Yeah, here we go. Have a look at this. After we finish this, of course. There you go, there's a link for it. And it's called, some strange reason, it's called Minder 2026. I don't know why, but it's not a 2026, obviously. That's what it's called. Oh, not GB. I think just search for Minder on the Autumn Express, you'll find it. Yeah. Yeah, another old amusement arcade being smashed up. Super. Right, well, there we are then. I think that's probably it. Thank you all very much again. Hope that was of interest to you all. And yeah, I'll have a rummage over the next few weeks, see what else I can find for future live streams. There won't be one tomorrow night. I know Tuesday there should be, but A, I've done 2 nights running, and B, I shall be in Southend, or on my way back from Southend probably this time tomorrow night. So next live stream will be Friday. Yeah, see if we can find you to look at on Friday. Super. I say Wednesday, go to the bank, pay some cash in, do some jiggling around one thing and another from auction funds. If you haven't given me your bank details yet, at sometime in the next day or two, just email them through to me or whatever, send a message through, and so they're all ready for me to do the payouts for the auction. And we shall carry on as per usual. That's it, I think. Right, nighty night. I'm going to go and have a nice cup of tea and catch you all again soon. Nighty night. Oh, that's better.